It's a great question. I would, of course, like I think, like everybody, I would love to see a sandworm, but I would love to see it from a rock. I will not. I will not try my sand walking skills. I would love to see it from afar.
Es impresionante. Ahí donde ves arena, imagina agua. Si te zambulles, nunca llegas al fondo.
¿Te zambulles?
Sí, se llama nadar.
No lo puedo creer.
Hi, I'm Javier Ibarreche, and I'm here with Denis Villeneuve, director of Dune Part 2. How are you doing?
Good about you.
I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah, yes, thank you, thank you.
Well, you are no stranger to sci-fi, obviously. I mean, Arrival, Blade Runner, Dune Part 1, and now Dune Part 2. Different movies based on different materials, yet they all feel like Denis Villeneuve movies. How do you take a story that already exists and make it your own?
But it's very simple. Why this story does inspires me, where this story moves me, and that's where that will inform how I will make this adaptation. And the adaptation from the words to the screen, there's a lot of transformation, and that's where it has to go through my sensibility, and that's where all that transformation goes from.
Right. In this particular movie, the building of a messiah is key to the story. From those things that confirm that he is the one, to the people who even doubt that there's a prophecy. What do you think makes up a messiah, any messiah?
That's a good question. I mean, it's like in order to, you have to have. It's the idea of a messianic figure comes with colonialization in some ways. It's a tool of can be seen as a tool of power and in order to control a population, and that's in Dune. This is the way that it's his approach. It can be seen like that. Yeah.
Right. I want to talk a little bit about water now. We see people surfing in the sand. We see people like hiding under the sand as if they were hiding under the water. Like in many ways, sand is treated like water. And in this particular movie, we don't hear that much talk about the spice like we heard in the first one. In this one, water seems to be like the ultimate resource. What does water symbolize in this particular movie?
Life.
Life. Like that.
Yes.
Because there's another thing that that really shocked me kind of visually in this movie. Not just like the sequences with the sand, but the black and white. It's not just a decision of style. There's a physical explanation to the black and white within the movie. Is it symbolizing something else? I mean, besides the logic of why it happens, is there a meaning to the black
But the meaning were there is that it's the idea was Dune is about how in an exploration of how the humans, their culture, their technology, their religion, their political system, all influenced by the environment, by the ecosystem, by the biological environment around them. And that, say, when you want to know about the Fremen, you observe the desert. So I wanted to try to create the same thing for the Harkonnen. In part 2, we have the chance to go on Gedi Prime to know more about this culture. And one of the elements, because it's a culture that is pretty disconnected from nature, the planet is almost deprived from any nature anymore. It's more, they control entirely the environment. It's a plastic planet. And I said one of the things that could be interesting to inform us about give an insight of where their psyche is coming from is the light. What if the sun was, instead of revealing colors, were killing the colors? And that's an idea that I had as I was writing. And it's an idea that Greg Fraser absolutely adore and was very inspired by.
It is shocking visually. Like the desert is hostile in one way. This black sun is hostile in a different way. And finally, I wanted to ask you, if you personally were to visit Arrakis as a tourist, what would be the first thing you would want to do on this planet?
It's a great question. I would, of course, like I think, like everybody, I would love to see a sandworm, but I would love to see it from a rock. I will not. I will not try my sand walking skills. I would love to see it from afar, but I think that can you imagine sitting on a mountain and with binoculars and witnessing it would be a sight that would be quite spectacular.
It would be, I mean, we see it on the screen and it is quite spectacular. Well, Denis, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations again for doing part 2, and I can't wait to see it again. Seriously, it was amazing.
Thanks for your generosity. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's time.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.